What's up everyone, my name is Michael and on this channel I teach you how to make a living as a professional artist or creative. So I actually had a comment on a previous video ask me what is the best way to go and get an art agent, especially if you're an artist, you're just starting out and you don't know where art agents are, like anything like that. So let me tell you the 3 ways to go and do that. But before that, I just want to say that I think a lot of artists have a really toxic attitude, or maybe not the best attitude, about art agents or people in the art world that are maybe above them. I think especially if you're just coming out of, getting your grad school or your master's, and you look at people in the arts and you kind of mystify them or you build them up in a weird way. But I think it's important to always remember that these are real people too, and treat them as people first, humans first, which means like when you're reaching out to them, appeal to their humanness as opposed to like their position and all that. Of course, pay attention to that professionalism. The first step, and this is going to be the most difficult right now just due to the situation, but in 6 months time, it'll be fine. And that is to go to art openings. You want to know what art agent goes and gets someone into a gallery? How about you go to the gallery opening and enjoy their, free wine or beer or whatever. And I guarantee you the agent's going to be there repping that artist. That's how you build the connections. The best way, when I worked as a talent scout, which is not an agent, very much so, I worked for the gallery, not for the artist, but I kind of took that position for a while. I went to every art opening that I could. I was trying to go, I probably went to 20 art openings a month at least. So, I was there all the time. So if you're going and you're looking for someone to represent you, go to the places that they are, obviously, go to the museum, go to the fundraisers, get involved in your local community. And if you live in a small community, then drive to that larger community. If you live in a small town, drive to your hub city, because those are going to be the art agents that need to be there. The next one requires a little bit of digging, a little bit of espionage. Find artists that make similar work to you and are on a similar path to you, but just maybe like 1 or 2 steps above in their career or more advanced than in their career. Find them, go to their website, and then under their contact page, they will have their agent listed, because the reality is if you're that kind of artist where you do have an agent, then you don't necessarily want that art that anyone emailing you. You want it to kind of be filtered through them, either because it's contractual, because, it's supposed to go through the agent, or because you just don't want the emails. For me, I don't really want the emails, although for the YouTube channel, send them all to me. But as a professional artist, this is something that you need to consider. So find people that are similar to you, go to the websites, look it up, easy, done. The third way is on Instagram. So go and find, artists that do something similar to you again, and find out who's tagged in their post. If they're represented, they're going to tag their agent, or look up hashtag art agent, hashtag art manager. They're out there, they're posting. Again, they're making the same thing that everyone else is, and they're on Instagram. Find their personal accounts, and if they're private, don't touch it, But if they have a public account, send them a DM, reach out to them, have a human conversation. I have so many videos, go check them out, subscribe, on how to reach out to people through DMs. So there are the 3 ways to do it. Now, some things to consider before you go and reach out to these people, and that is to look carefully and really critically at yourself and what it is that you're bringing to the table. Is your work mature? Is your work sellable? Is your work marketable? Are you making work that is going to provide value to your agent? Are you a responsible artist who can email back on time? As someone who owns an art publishing company, the number one determining factor after the quality of someone's work, which you have to have good work, obviously, as we're saying, is, do they email me back on time? Are they someone that I want to work with? Because again, I'm a human first, your agent is a human first, and then an agent second. So it doesn't matter how good your art is, unless it's bad. But if your art is good enough, you have to be someone who is like really on top of it and really professional, and someone who wants to pursue a career in the same way that someone who joins a corporation wants a career and sits in an office. The third one is to build an audience. Why would they choose you over the millions of other artists? If you are someone who is getting more established, getting noticed, going out to all these shows and getting shows on your own and selling art on your own, then you're going to naturally attract agents. And they're going to find out that they're going to reach out to you, which is something that happens to me from time to time, where people will go and look. I showed in a dozen countries last year, and someone say, oh, I saw your work written about in this country, or I went and I saw your work, or they met me in person and they want to become my agent. You have to be going out there cultivating the honey that's going to attract the bees. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, be sure to ask them in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be trying to do everything that I can to provide value to you guys, my audience, which is the same thing that you would want to do if you're trying to be a professional artist. You're trying to go out and provide value for the people collecting your art, and for the agents going and representing you, and for the galleries doing showing your work. So if you're an artist, your job is to provide value for everyone. My job is to provide value for you. I want to make sure that you have all the tools that you need to launch your career. Anyway, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll have more videos coming out soon.